probably good. Good. Take it from me, I'm the worst you could be. Got my head in the sand, but I'm going strong. Feet in the air, not too much care in my world. It's all in good jest, got my heart in my chest, got my tongue in my mouth when it wants to be. Keeps my teeth company, nobody wants to be alone. Seem to get out of bed, so I'll just rest my head maybe for another dream or two. Dreaming just to be with you, 'cause dreaming isn't easy on your own. Making a mess as I clean up the rest, probably best leave it be for another day. Try to find another way, we're picking up the pieces as we go. Nobody wants to be alone. Thank you. That's always a good one to start with because it's the first song that I wrote, so it was kind of like nice and easy to get into it then. So the next one is the second song I wrote called Keep in Touch. This is that one. I never meant to be the cause of your misery, and I hope you feel alright, and hopefully forgive me. Out of the blue, beautiful skies and seas, and out of your mind, crazy. Hopefully she will be. We spent too much time hanging around. Should have learned how to land before we hit the ground. Try not to feel too much. Maybe we'll keep in touch. Yep, next one then is like the last song I wrote. It's a new one, and I haven't actually played it for anyone, so it's a lot of pressure. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah. Actually, it doesn't have a name either, so I'll just... I've lost my place, I've pissed it all away. I miss the way things were. Too afraid to go outside, I'm talking to myself. I wish I'd listen. Where have I been all this time? Where have I been all this time? Asleep. I'm dreaming, I don't know what is real, and I don't know how I feel. I'm dreaming, I don't know what is real, and I don't know how I'm feeling. Where have I been all this time? Where have I been all this time? Where have I been? I've lost my appetite, I've lost my motivation. Too afraid to go outside, I'm talking to myself. I wish I'd listen. Where have I been all this time? Where have I been all this time? Where have I been? There you go. Yeah, that's the third one, isn't it? So this will be the last one then, the fourth. It's going to be a cover. This is a Nick Drake one I was going to do. Thank you, fan, for finally shutting up. Sorry. Just have to trust my ear on this. I don't actually have a tuner. Sounds good. Yeah, this is a cover of Place to Be by Nick Drake. It's a lovely one. I did a class one, you'll love it. It's a lovely song. When I was young, younger than before, I never saw the truth hanging from the door. But now I'm older, see it face to face. Now I'm older, gotta get up, clean the place. darker than the deepest sea. Just hand me down, give me a place to be. And I was strong, strong in the sun. Thought I'd see when day was done. Now I'm weaker than the palest blue. Yeah, I'm so weak in this need for you. Thank you. Cheers. That's me then. Cheers. Thank you so much.
How's it going? I'm Andrew Wilcock, and we are back with Sounds of the Town. We're in the Wild Goose in Bray, and I'm here with Danny Radley. How are you, Danny?
I'm good. It's nice to be here. And the microphone, yeah.
How are things?
Not too bad, not too bad. It's good. It's nice to be doing something again.
Yeah.
Finally, yeah.
Long break.
Yeah, long break. Yeah. Always kind of still doing stuff, but.
When was the last gig you played?
Last gig was, I think it was, last gig was probably, I think it was in the Wiley Fox in town. That was probably the last one, yeah. That was the last one that I did by myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good. And this is then the next one.
And what have you been up to so far with everything that's been going on? So
Not too much, really. Not working, not doing anything. Moved out from home, living in town now. Trying to find a job, kind of, but happy enough as I am without one, you know.
That's all right, that's all right.
Just
No,
doing
that's
my
brilliant.
thing, like just kind of chilling, writing songs. That's the main thing that
Keeping
I'm
at
trying
it,
to do.
keeping
Yeah,
at it.
absolutely,
And so I'd say over the last while, it's been good to kind of like have that bit of break. And have you been able to use that to your advantage creativity wise? Have you been?
Yeah, it wasn't for the first while, but I have been thinking recently that it is a good time for people to actually delve into their creativity and think about kind of like what they want to do exactly with, like, if they're all artists, you know, that I'm talking about, if they're I found that a lot of people that I know that are artists find this time actually quite productive. Like, it's quite a good time to actually sit and be able to think about what you want to do and have time to write. And at first, like, I was thinking, obviously with the whole COVID thing, that it was like a lot of time to just kind of work on whatever it is that you're doing, really. Yeah,
Exactly.
And they always find, a lot of people that I know found it quite beneficial too. And I think that it is definitely a good time for people to actually create.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the good thing about COVID. Yeah.
But speaking of the creativity, a new song
Yeah.
you just played in the set there.
Yeah.
Was that made during the COVID or
Yeah, I wrote that like maybe 2 weeks ago.
right?
Kinda, yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful track.
Thanks so
Yeah.
much. Cheers.
Love
Listen, yeah. Just hopefully try to do that more.
Yeah.
Really, that's the main
Keeping
thing,
at it.
yeah.
But you've been busy. You've moved out of the house.
Yeah.
Some good news as
Yeah.
well, and getting into your college course.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
right. Going
So
to
hopefully
plan,
that will push it a little bit further.
Yeah.
You've played with a lot of people. Last time I seen you playing was in Catalyst down on the Florence Road in Bray. But the first time I seen you was playing with staff only, another like their Bray band or
Yeah.
a Newtown man. A bit of rivalry there, kind of almost like Springfield and Shelbyville.
Sort of, yeah.
But yeah, you have a good kind of relationship with those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're the reason I'm actually here today.
Yeah.
Because like Oisin texted me about this, and it's good. They're always like looking out for getting me gigs because they know that I'm not going to do it myself. So like I'm a little bit useless at trying to find stuff myself, but I just kind of wait until people come to me to do it, which is really lazy and bad. But I should. I mean, this is a perfect example of something that luckily it'll get the ball rolling and do more things, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good lads. It's staff only. buddies.
They're great lads.
They
They're
are
great
great.
lads. And tell me a bit more about the music. Tell us about how you got into it all. Like, was it a lifetime thing? Are you only into it recently?
It's been a lifetime thing,
Yeah.
really. Yeah, like since as far back as I can remember, it's always been. I started playing classical guitar from like a very young age, maybe about 10, 11. That's when I started training like classically. But I'd always been kind of like, I picked it up and I was like, this is class. I love the guitar kind of thing. So, and then ever since then, I've been playing it pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
And now it's only a recent thing now that it's actually started to pick up and things are actually looking like they're maybe. And that's just kind of my mentality towards it. That it's actually, if you think about it, it's going to happen, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future. But yeah, I've always been playing guitar already. And
Brilliant.
always writing and stuff. Yeah.
And you have a very unique style.
Mm-hmm.
Did it take long for that to develop, or is that a recent thing? Or
I think the style is kind of recent, yeah. Like I've found it. Like I've always had that style, I suppose,
Exactly.
but like it's only now that I'm recently starting to realize that that's what it is.
Yeah.
So when I actually like realize that that's what the style is, I can work with it. And like any other artist,
Exactly.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
and that's a great lesson for younger kind of musicians who
Yeah.
are trying to start out.
exactly.
I would have more have a background. I cannot play an instrument at all. I
Yeah.
don't have well, I told Simon earlier I have a lovely voice, but I don't. But my background I studied Irish hip hop and like authenticity and stuff like that, and I think that can be used over in different medias as well. So like if someone comes in and they're singing and they start off with the American accent and stuff like that, did you find yourself down that route, like you were using a different kind of like accent or anything?
Yeah, I think that happens regardless, even if you
Yeah.
notice it or not. It is kind of a thing that people adapt to. It's kind of like
Yeah.
a safety thing
Yeah.
as well. It's like, I don't know what my voice sounds like.
Now a very
be
unique,
honest, like,
a very
yeah.
Irish sound coming
Yeah.
through,
Right, okay.
which is
good.
great
That's
to
cool.
see.
Because I don't know. I don't really have much of an accent, I don't think, but I don't know what it sounds like to anyone else, but it is true though. People do tend to. I've heard a lot of people singing, and they just kind of adapt this kind of American style singing kind of voice. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good.
it is good.
Good. That's great to hear.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Where do you think things will be heading for, not in terms of the whole COVID situation, but musicians and COVID?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know any more than anyone else would, really, as a musician as well. It could mean it'll be things like this all the time in the future. Like if you're ever going to be playing a gig, it'll be like just really small settings, which is a shame because like the most fun thing to do is to go to a gig and like, play in front of like loads of people. But like that might not be the case anymore, which is fine because people are still going to be able to listen to it still. And it just depends how much you're like obsessed with that idea of like being seen by loads of people, So like. In terms, I'm fine with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Like, music's not going to stop. People aren't going to be, But like, it is a shame for venues and stuff, and people like, I don't know. I don't know if there'll be any more big gigs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's life and soul. Have you got anything interesting coming up over the next while?
Nah, not really. No, I don't actually have anything else planned after. I mean, this was the only thing that actually has come up in the, like past 6 months, to be honest. It's the only thing that actually I've been doing, but I mean all I'm really trying to do is record some more stuff. Really, that's the main objective, and then whatever else happens will happen. Yeah.
And your overall experience with COVID, what's that like? Is it good, bad?
It's good, but it's also bad because like I've grown quite lazy, as I'm sure a lot of people have because they're not doing much. I don't know what's going to happen if this all stops and things kick off again. I don't know what's going to happen. It might just mean like it'll take me a while to brush up and actually, because even being here this morning, this is the earliest I've been up in so long. You know what I mean? So it'll take a while to get used to things getting back to normal.
Now it's just keeping that routine. So
exactly,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Finding a routine. I found myself getting in the routine, keeping up with everything, and trying to get up early, being disciplined.
Yeah, see, that's it.
Is helping. So no, that's brilliant.
I don't know.
And in terms of where people can find out your music, where can they find it all?
I don't actually have anything that I'm willing to show anybody yet. Like, I have things on YouTube, but like, I mean, I'm gonna have to record them properly, and then I'll release them when I'm actually comfortable with the production of it. So
they're happy.
It won't be a while until I actually have anything released.
But you're gonna have to keep us posted with that, because the songs that you played today, even like the cover, beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Nice
it's great
one.
to see an artist like yourself.
So,
Very happy with that.
yeah, thank you
and,
so much.
uh,
That means a lot.
Very happy with your visit out today.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so
Um,
happy again.
Is there anything you'd like to see? I'd say we'll just end on this now. Is there anything you'd like to see from any kind of pubs, bars, venues, any kind of support for artists, or is
well,
there any kind of thing that you'd like to?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that they will be supporting artists and stuff whenever bars do open and stuff. But like, I know that it's difficult for them to actually go through with that. But I'm sure, like, I have faith that they'll be supporting artists whenever it comes back. But we'll see. I don't know.
Well,
I hope to God that they do. So
yeah, 100%. Well,
That's
you have quite a nice time to get the music up onto Spotify, SoundCloud, and all that, and then hundreds of downloads. So
Oh, I'm sure.
get that going, and we'd love to hear it. So,
Perfect. Thank you so much.
no worries.
Cheers.
Thanks,
you.
folks.
Thank you.
We'll be back again with another artist, so stay tuned. So, and this has been Sounds of the Town, and thanks, Danny Radley, for your visit. Great to see you, and can't wait to see what comes next.
Absolutely. Me too.